Kids Church. What I love about Kids Church is getting to learn about God and the things He does for us every day. I hope you enjoy the craft and the lesson. Bye for now.
I will sing forever of your love. Come down with my hands to heaven, shout your praises loud. I was lost in darkness when you pulled me out. I will sing forever of your love. Come down. I will sing forever of your love. Come down with my hands to heaven, shout your praises loud. I was lost in darkness when you pulled me out. I will sing forever of your love. Come down. I once was blind, I could not see. Chains of sin had shackled me. But God in heaven heard my plea. Jesus, Jesus, rescued me. Jesus, Jesus, rescued me. I will sing forever of your love. Come down with my hands to heaven, shout your praises loud. I was lost in darkness when you pulled me out. I will sing forever of your love. Come down. I once was blind, I could not see. Chains of sin had shackled me. God in heaven heard my plea. Jesus, Jesus, rescued me. Jesus, Jesus, rescued me. I will sing forever of your love. Come down with my hands to heaven, shout your praises loud. I was lost in darkness when you pulled me out. I will sing forever of your love. Come down. I will sing forever of your love. Come down. I will sing forever of your love. Come down.
Did you know that God made us? Every boy and girl. Did you know that God
I tell you not to worry about your life. Don't worry about having something to eat, or drink, or wear. Isn't life more important than food or clothing?
Did you know that God cares for us? How much I'll tell you now.
Look at the birds in the sky. They don't plant or harvest. They don't even store grains in barns. Yet your Father in heaven takes care of them. Aren't you worth more than the birds? Can worry make you live longer?
Did you know that God made the grass?
Why worry about clothes? Look how the wild flowers grow. They don't work hard to make their clothes. But I tell you that Solomon, with all his wealth, wasn't as well clothed as one of them. God gives such beauty to everything that grows in the fields, even though it is here today and thrown into a fire tomorrow. He will surely do even more for you. Why do you have such little faith?
Hairs on your head.
Don't worry and ask yourselves, will we have anything to eat? Will we have anything to drink? Will we have anything to wear? Only people who don't know God are always worrying about such things. Your Father in heaven knows that you need all these. But more than anything else, put God's work first and do what He wants, then the other things will be yours as well. Don't worry about tomorrow. It will take care of itself. You have enough to worry about today.
God your Father loves you.
Good morning and welcome to Kids Church.
We are the Thomas family.
I'm Matt
I'm Haley,
and this is Dylan.
and this is Allie. Hi, guys. Hey, are any of you guys still in your pajamas like these guys? That's one fun thing about staying at home, right? Is you can attend church in your pajamas. So last week, we celebrated a very special and an important day, Easter.
That's right. And after Jesus died, was crucified, and was buried, he raised back to life again. How awesome is that?
It's so awesome. But have you guys ever wondered, what did Jesus do right after he rose from the dead? Like, how many days was he here?
Did you know that he was actually here on earth for 40 more days? The same amount of time that he spent in the desert at the beginning of his ministry. And he did some amazing things during that 40 days. Today we're going to talk about 3 of those amazing things.
So, one of the first things he did after he rose from the dead is he went to go see those that he loved and those that loved him.
I'm going to read in John 20, verse 11 through 16. Now Mary stood outside the tomb crying. As she wept, she bent over to look into the tomb and saw 2 angels in white seated where Jesus' body had been, one at the head and one at the foot. They asked her, "Woman, why are you crying?" "They have taken my Lord away," she said, "and I don't know where they have put him." At this she turned around and saw Jesus standing there, but she did not realize that it was Jesus. He asked her, "Woman, why are you crying? Who is it you are looking for?" Thinking he was the gardener, she said, "Sir, if you have carried him away, tell me where you have put him and I will get him." Jesus said to her, "Mary." She turned toward him and cried out in Aramaic, "Rabboni," which means teacher. Down in verse 19 it says, "On the evening of the first day of the week, when the disciples were together with the doors locked for fear of the Jewish leaders, Jesus came and stood among them and said, 'Peace be with you.' After he said this, he showed them his hands and side. The disciples were overjoyed when they saw the Lord. Again, Jesus said, 'Peace be with you. As the Father has sent me, I am sending you.'" We see how Jesus wants to be with his people and to build their faith.
I love that he always wants to be with his people. Second, something cool that he did, that he also did at the beginning of his ministry, was he helped his followers to fish.
That's right.
And Dylan made this amazing fishing boat. This could be maybe a craft that you do this week. Great job.
In John 21, verses 1 through 12, it says, "Afterward, Jesus appeared again to his disciples by the Sea of Galilee. It happened this way. Simon Peter, Thomas, Nathanael from Cana in Galilee, the sons of Zebedee, and 2 other disciples were together. 'I'm going out to fish,' Simon Peter told them, and they said, 'We'll go with you.' So they went out and got into the boat, but that night they caught nothing. Early in the morning, Jesus stood on the shore, but the disciples did not realize that it was Jesus. He called out to them, 'Friends, haven't you any fish?' 'No,' they answered. He said, 'Throw your net on the right side of the boat and you will find some.' When they did, they were unable to haul the net in because of the large number of fish. Then the disciple whom Jesus loved said to Peter, 'It's the Lord.' As soon as Simon Peter heard him say, 'It is the Lord,' he wrapped his outer garment around him and jumped into the water. The other disciples followed in the boat, towing the net full of fish, for they were not far from shore, about 100 yards. When they landed, they saw a fire of burning coals there with fish on it and some bread. Jesus said to them, 'Bring some of the fish you have just caught,' so that Simon Peter climbed back into the boat and dragged the net ashore. It was full of large fish, 153. But even with so many, the net was not torn. Jesus said to them, "Come and have breakfast." None of the disciples dared ask him, "Who are you?" They knew it was the Lord. We see how Jesus provided for his disciples, even when it seemed difficult or impossible. And not only did he provide for them, but he actually served them breakfast.
I love that Jesus is always wanting to take care of his people. Now, last, have you ever wondered why is Jesus not with us right now, physically, today? Wow, it's because Jesus went back to heaven. And before he did that, he gave his followers, told them something very important.
In Matthew 28, 18 through 20, it says, "Then Jesus came to them and said, 'All authority in heaven and on earth has been given to me. Therefore go and make disciples of all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father and of the Son and of the Holy Spirit, and teaching them to obey everything I have commanded you. And surely I am with you always to the very end of the age.'" In Luke 24, 50 through 51, it says, "When he had led them out to the vicinity of Bethany, he lifted up his hands and blessed them. While he was blessing them, he left them and was taken up into heaven." We see that Jesus gave us a special mission to help other people to know him as we wait for him to return.
Wow, and how amazing that return will be. Jesus was and is incredible. John, one of his apostles, wrote this about him. "Jesus did many things as well. If every one of them were written down, I suppose that even the whole world would not have enough room for the books that would be written."
That's right. The story of Jesus didn't end 2,000 years ago. Jesus is alive today, and he told us, he promised us that he's coming back. And while we're waiting for him to come back, he wants us to continue to walk with him, to continue to learn his word, and together as a church body, to be a body of his to the world around us, loving and serving people and helping other people to know him.
What an incredible thing we get to be a part of. So let's review 3 things that we learned about Jesus during his time on earth right after he rose from the dead.
First, just like Jesus wanted to see those that he loved, Jesus wants to be with you.
That's right. And second, just as he served and provided for his followers, he wants to serve and provide for you today.
And just as Jesus gave his followers a special mission, he wants to give us that same mission to continue to help other people to follow him as well as we wait for his amazing return.
And that will be an amazing return. We want to thank you so much for joining us today for Kids Church. We hope you have a wonderful day. Talk about this with your family. Continue to learn and grow in these amazing stories about Jesus. Have a great day.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
I will not be afraid, though troubles out there, night and day. No, I will not be filled with fear, since God is always, 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 yeah, I know he's always here.
come because Jesus is risen. So what you are going to be needing for this craft is colorful paper, some wrapping paper, scissors, and a stapler. So let's get started. What you are going to be needing for the paper part is like bright colored paper, like construction papers or magazines. And then you're gonna cut them like that. And I'm gonna use this because it gives a nice snappy sound. Don't cut it all the way through the paper. Make sure it goes like that. Leave that much room. What you're gonna do next is roll it up, just tiny. What you're gonna do next is staple it together. So this is where your decorative piece of paper comes in. You take your wrapping paper, you fold it over, and you're gonna roll it. And then you can staple it or tape it. And there you have it. Pom-pom. Now you're gonna write, Jesus has risen. I hope you enjoyed making your craft. Bye!
Through every storm of life, I know you're by my side. So I am holding on to your promises. You are the God who holds my future, all my dreams. So I am holding on. You'll never let go of me. You gave me hope when hope was all but gone. A second chance to sing a brand new song. You opened up my eyes to see. You rescued me, rescued me. You showed the way when there was no way out. Cleared up my mind when you erased all doubt. You made me strong when I was weak. You rescued me, rescued me. Through every storm of life, I know you're by my side. So I am holding on to your promises. You are the God who holds my future, all my dreams. So
joining us this morning for our Kids Kingdom virtual church service. We'll be back next week and hope to see you then. Bye now.